Hi everyone, this is Neil Writer, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for tuning into my latest video. This is a very interesting case, and I'm sure all the skin peel lovers out there will really enjoy this. So this client attended with bilateral fully occluding dead keratin, so dead skin. He did have a little bit of earwax, but the 90 to 95% of his occlusion was full of dead skin. The idea with this video, I'm going to give a summary at the beginning, and then I'm going to let you watch the whole videos without me narrating, because I'll be covering old ground really. I started off with his right ear, but in fact the left ear was a lot worse, so do tune in and make sure you do watch the second left ear as well. With these procedures, you can use a whole range of instruments. So I use endoscopic ear suction, which is what I'm using at the moment. I also used an ear hook, some crocodile forceps and a fine end gorge. And it's quite an interesting video from the perspective whereby quite often I read comments on my videos, why didn't you use that tool, why didn't you use this tool? I'm assuming because people think, well, this tool would be better for the job, for this type of wax, or where the wax is located. I think this is a good illustration where you'll find that all of the instruments have their uses and purposes in this particular case at different stages. So at a stage where you feel as though, well, suction isn't good enough, or an ear hook isn't good enough, or forceps isn't good enough, as a viewer, you'll realise actually it's better at that particular stage of the procedure, and vice versa. So I know when people watch the videos, you see what's going on, and you may believe a particular instrument is better for that particular stage, but watching the video and actually performing the procedures is it is different. I can understand why people assume that, but when you're in the ear, you're getting the kinesthetic feel. You're feeling the texture of the skin and the wax, and it's not always evident when you're watching that. So, so at the moment, still we're using some suction there, and I'm now going with an ear hook. And the idea with an ear hook here really was if I can get this plug of skin out in one go. But you'll see during the procedure, when I use an ear hook, it didn't. So at some points it did remove big chunks like here, but at other stages it didn't. But when it didn't, it did help me kind of almost dissect this keratin, this dead skin. You can see there's ribbons and ribbons of dead keratin here. Patient hasn't really had his ears examined for, I think he said 20 years, so who knows how long this has been in there. Well, we know it's been at least 20 years. And at other stages when I use forceps, the hope is that you grip onto this dead keratin and you pull it, and it comes out in big chunks. And sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. Sometimes it just removed individual ribbons of this dead skin, and you'll be there all day otherwise, removing every individual layer of dead skin. So just gone back with the suction here, and you can see is this a single ribbon of dead skin? It's not coming out in a chunk. And there were probably hundreds of these little ribbons in both ears. And I'm just gonna wait until I use the forceps, and then I'm gonna just let you kind of carry on watching it, because it will just be covering old ground. So I've just gone in with the ear hook, and the idea is to get as deep as possible, trying to get in behind this plug of dead skin, but we could only get in kind of almost halfway down the ear canal, because this was impacted against his eardrum, so you can't really insert that instrument too far without safely seeing what's going on there. So you can see I'm just dissecting some layers of skin, some dead skin ribbons, and I'm just using some forceps now. So at some points during the procedure, the forceps were very good, very beneficial. Just like here, it took a few layers of dead keratin out in one go there. But at other stages, it was just simply removing single ribbons. So that's an example there of just the crocodile forceps not being as effective as I was hoping. But just gone a bit deeper, and again, that's just a single ribbon of dead keratin, and there must have been hundreds altogether. So I managed to grip a few there. So it's a few layers of dead keratin that came out. So at this stage, the forceps are working quite well. there, it's just only a couple of ribbons there. So I've just gone back with the suction probe. So you'll see during the procedure, when I felt one instrument wasn't as effective as it previously was, I've resorted to the other instrument. So using a whole range of different instruments, and that's quite normal. So during most procedures, it's very rarely, I'd say about 10-15% of times where I'm just using one instrument. Quite often we're using multiple instruments. So I'm going to let you carry on watching this, guys. So this is the right ear, and as I said earlier, remember the left ear is a lot more impacted with dead keratin. So if you do enjoy a good skin peel and skin removal from the ear canal, stay tuned, watch the whole video, especially the second left ear, where it was a lot more complex and a lot more impacted. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos on YouTube, please do subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. Also select the bell icon so you'll get notified as and when I upload new videos. Similarly, if you're watching on Facebook for the first time, please do follow the page. And I hope everyone's having a great weekend. Here in the UK, it's our bank holiday weekend, so I've got another day off tomorrow, thankfully. Need the time to recuperate. It's been a busy week. Have a fab rest of your Sunday, guys, and I'll speak to you all soon, hopefully. Thank you. Bye.